Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin, and for today's video, we are going to be reading, finally, Magnolia Parks Into the Dark by Miss Jessa Hastings. I have picked this book up so many times since it was released, and I've just been like, it's not the right time. I feel like if I'm going to read this book, I need to give it my undivided attention. For those of you who are not familiar with the Magnolia Parks series and the Magnolia Parks universe, this is a phenomenal series that follows a bunch of different characters, but specifically the Magnolia Parks books within the series follow two main characters, Magnolia Parks and BJ Ballantyne, and they are very messy characters. They are very complicated characters, but I have grown to love them so much, and this is the third and final book that is told in their perspective, and that is going to be following the Magnolia Parks timeline. I personally am a Daisy Hates girly, but I've grown such a love and appreciation for both BJ and Magnolia, and I'm so excited to see kind of what their conclusion to their love story and to their journeys is going to be in this book. And this is a lengthy one, you guys. I think this book is almost 800 pages. It's like 700 pages. If you have not already watched my previous reading vlog where I read all of the books in the Magnolia Parks universe up to The Great Undoing, please go check that video out. I will keep this reading vlog spoiler free. So if you have not read Magnolia Parks, any of the books in Magnolia Parks universe, and you don't want to be spoiled with anything, even though I'm going to try and be as vague as possible, if you like to go into it completely blind, definitely don't watch this reading vlog per se, but you know, do as you wish, right? We're gonna stop chit-chatting because one thing about me is I love to talk and I love to make a long intro. I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I don't know. Let's go ahead and start reading. Parksy? Has he ever called her Parksy? Okay, that's kind of cute. Ah! I am so sorry. Everything that they're doing, I'm just like, oh my god, they're so cute! Okay, I need to calm down. But they're so cute. Jessa is she's really going in. As much as I didn't want the ending of The Long Way Home to be real, and I was in denial for a really long time, it's a different type of pain for her to be doing this to me 25 pages in. Not even 25. We started this like 16 pages in. I swear to God, I cannot escape Harry Styles. I put on a playlist, who pops up? Harry Styles. I'm reading my book, who pops up? Harry Styles. It's like I can't escape him. Oh my god, that made my day. Thank you, Jessa. If there is one man I cannot stand sometimes, it is Jonah. Like, this whole situation between the three of these characters is too much. You know what? At this point, Jessa, give me Henry. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm getting stressed. Fight. I love this friend group so much. They bring me so much joy, even though everything about this friend group is drama and stresses me out. But I love them. The fuck is going on? BJ. Harley is such a horrible person, and he's so annoying. Like, shut up. I think it's time Harley gets cut from the cast. Alright guys, it is time for a reading update. So I was reading last night and I think I made it to page 98, so I'm on chapter 10. So far, so good. I'm just so happy to be back in this world and back with these characters again. Like, it just feels like coming home, but it's also really sad because if you know how the last book ended, The Great Undoing, no, was it The Great Undoing? The Great Undoing / Long Way Home, then you know that the start of this book, I mean, Jessa just goes for it. Like, it's really sad, but it's done in a way that it's not just we mention what happened and then we move on. Like, this is definitely something that not just Magnolia is going through, but BJ's going through. And I just love the way that Jessa is showcasing how important this person was, not just in Magnolia's life, but in BJ's life. We're able to get different glimpses of previous moments that they've shared together and previous memories that they've shared together, and it's just really beautiful to see. Really just appreciate how delicate Jessa is just handling Magnolia's grief. I think Magnolia is a very interesting character, and I think the way that she's grieving is something that we're going to definitely, I feel like, explore the further that we go throughout this book. It feels like everything's fine, quote unquote fine, and Magnolia is Magnolia. She's the same girl as we've known, and then it just hits her in a moment, and then she kind of just falls apart, or she spirals into something. We're picking up on how grief is definitely impacting her slowly. I am missing my babies. Anytime Daisy or Julian is mentioned, I just start spiraling. Literally, my heart leaps out of my chest, and I'm just like, I need them so bad. I don't know if they're in this book. I'm trying not to like look too far ahead, but I definitely feel like I saw Daisy's name mentioned as like she's talking, so I hope that she is in this book because I'm missing her so much. Just Jessa's writing is just phenomenal. I feel like her writing is just so intimate. Obviously it's told in like Magnolia and BJ's point of view, so we're getting their perspective, but it's written in a way where they're talking directly to us as if like we're just their friends, and they're just like telling us, you know, what's going on. They're showing us around. I don't know, there's little like nods of like, yeah, you remember this, right? Or you would have no idea. I don't know, it just feels very like real and intimate, and like we're really in their heads and they're really speaking to us like as their friends essentially. The writing is beautiful. I've already underlined so many amazing quotes, but that's kind of my first impression thoughts right now. It's a lot. There's definitely some like mentions of something going on with some characters, and I'm very nervous because I'm like, I hope it's not what I think it is. I don't think it's what I think it is, because I don't think we can do that again, but I'm very curious to see how it's going to play out, especially because in the back of the book, BJ and Magnolia are going to go through some hurdles, and BJ is desperately trying to prove that he's not the man who hurt Magnolia through their years apart. I feel like BJ holds on to a lot of guilt because of what he did. We definitely saw a huge character development moment for him in the second book of Magnolia Parks, but I feel like in this book it's going to be so different and even more of a character development given the situation of what happened. I'm going to continue reading, and then I will give you guys an update when I'm further along into the book. I haven't done a lot of reading, but I don't know if I've mentioned this, but Henry is BJ's little brother and Magnolia's best friend, and he's part of the friend group, and let's just say regarding the love department, he hasn't had the best of luck. One thing about me, I want Henry to be happy. I love that man, hands down. But the thing is, Jessa said that we're not gonna have like a Henry book. Like, Henry's not gonna have his own separate book. So I'm eating all the Henry crumbs and like seeing kind of what Henry's love life looks like and what that's gonna be like for him. Also, to add, just seeing him happy and just seeing him like being so giddy and just shy. Oh my god, I'm eating it up. Oh my god, I love people falling in love. Like, I love watching it. Bro, BJ and Magnolia fighting. Oh my god. BJ, why would you say that? The girls are tussling. BJ, I love him. He has grown on me, guys. I'm obsessed with him in this book. BJ in Magnolia Parks, the first book, and I just remember hating him so much and was like, who is this child? He is so immature. And now he is the one holding down this relationship right now, which is very understandable. To see him kind of just like hold it down for Parks, I just respect him. It's such a full circle moment, this man. And obviously, like, he still has so much more growth to do, but I'm just obsessed with him. I love him. He's so kind. He's so patient. He's so sweet. Jessa, can you write him for me? Please? It's disgusting how perfect they are. Y'all, we got PMP ruined. Oh my god. I hate drama, but I'm eating it up. Christian about to box these people. He has the audacity to be like, oh, now you speak? PMP. It's time for y'all to go. Okay, y'all messing with the wrong people. Cause them Hammond brothers, they gonna beat somebody up. And I love how everybody is just like protecting Magnolia. Like they're all like building a barricade around her because she's not with the shits with these people. Oh my god. P and P are so butthurt. Like, bro, give it a rest. Leave her alone. Oh my god, nobody was speaking to us. Magnolia, like, well, I didn't speak to y'all. Like, it's not my fault that they didn't want to speak to y'all. And they're like, well, you, the leader, if you ain't speaking to us, they sure as hell ain't speaking to us. Okay? P and P, pack it up. Pack it up. Oh god, oh god, oh god. What? What? This girl, something's not right. This girl is Delulu. Wait. This is too much. This is too much. This was supposed to be a birthday vacation. The P&P had to come and ruin it. We were doing so good. It was so good. Like, the girlies were not tussling. Like, the friend group, we were on a good page. And then P&P. Out of nowhere, bro. I need to breathe. I'm getting real agitated because delusional. How delusional can she be? Pack it up. Be so for real. Can someone punch him, please? Is she for real? Is this a nightmare? This must be a nightmare. Why are you calling her nicknames, BJ? Oh my god, I can't. Ooh, that was a little harsh, but she needs to hear that, honey. Is she pregnant or something? I'm confused. What's not clicking? What's not clicking? Oh, honestly, he deserved that. But also, she wasn't getting the hint. He kept saying, no, it didn't mean anything. And homegirl couldn't get the hint. Like, girlfriend, I was trying to tell her to pack it up. And she didn't want to pack it up. So he had to lay it thick. And she didn't like that. That was hard to read. Jessa has such an incredible way with words that I'm constantly just amazed with how she strings them together. Magnolia is such a special human being. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but the way she's writing about Magnolia's journey through grief, I'm so impressed and I'm so grateful that she's writing it this way. It's obviously heartbreaking and it's obviously sad, but I feel like it's honest. It's very real and it's very truthful. And I can definitely see how people who are grieving someone, just dealing with something similar to what Magnolia is going through, I can definitely see how seeing something as relatable as this, because I feel like sometimes people talk about grief and it's like it's just something that you do and there's all these different stages and you just go through those stages in like a linear way, which is such a like I feel like a dehumanizing way to think about grief, because obviously there's no linear way to it. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, it's a lot of emotions that I can't even begin to describe, but reading Magnolia's journey is just really putting a lot of things into perspective. I can see how a lot of people can find healing in this, so I'm grateful for it. That's all I wanted to say. But I'm on chapter 19. I'm on page 176 right now. I haven't been doing so much reading today, and I actually wasn't even going to film an update right now. Chapter 18 was I think that was my favorite chapter I've read so far. I think I'm gonna read maybe one more chapter and then I'm gonna call it a night. Definitely taking my time with this. It's a thick one and I want to obviously read it in a timely manner, but I also want to take my time with it because I'm really soaking up all of the moments we are getting with Magnolia and BJ, and Magnolia and her friend groups, and Magnolia with herself. Like, I feel like we haven't seen Magnolia, obviously we haven't seen Magnolia this way. I have a new appreciation for Magnolia and all the little quirks about her that I was annoyed with in book one. I was so like, oh my gosh, I look forward to now. You guys know, if you've read the first book in Magnolia Parks, if you haven't read Magnolia Parks, she loves to describe what people are wearing like to the T, like very detailed, the brand. And it was so annoying in book one because it was like, I don't care about whether this is, you know, Balmain or Saint Laurent, like I don't care. But now I like look forward to it because it's part of who she is, and I feel like Magnolia is somebody who did take a while to grow on me, but again, I just have this new appreciation for her, and she's like a part of me now, as far as like when I'm reading this book. I feel like she's my friend. I care about her and I want her to be happy, and all the quirks about her. She's funny, she's quirky, she's annoying, she's all of these things, but I love her for it because she's my friend. I feel this connection to her as a character, and it's the same way with BJ. Needless to say, I am absolutely loving this. I haven't cried, which I don't know if I will cry. I don't know. My tears are reserved for Julian and Daisy, so I'm curious to see what else we're gonna talk about in the next, you know, like 500 pages, because a lot's already going on. First, I definitely apologize because I'm sweaty and I'm hot and I'm sick and I'm all of those things, but Miss Jessa Hastings is bringing back the pain that I felt reading the ending of The Great Undoing. She is making me go through that pain again, and I don't appreciate it, okay? So obviously I can't tell you exactly where I'm at, but let's just say some people need closure, and it looks like we're getting that closure with these two people, but I don't know if I'm mentally, emotionally prepared to receive that closure, because Magnolia's inner monologue right now, I mean, she's had so many good ones throughout this book, but this one right now goes back to that question: how many loves do you get in a lifetime? And her just reflecting on that question in this moment hits different, and it is so painful and so beautiful, and I don't know if we're prepared. I decided, you know, it's a reading vlog, let me bring you guys along for that journey. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to read this. No. I'm not gonna cry. There's only one person who could make me cry like this. Jessa, now is not a good time. I don't want to go through this again. The Great Undoing, Daisy hates. I wrapped up these emotions. Don't bring them back up. I can't do it again. Keep them locked away. Okay? I can't do it again. Why would she say that? We're getting the closure we need, right? So unfortunately, this is what happens when you seek closure. An official update, not me screaming at the camera and being a blabbering mess, but I had to collect myself because Jessa was giving me whiplash. I was not expecting that. I need Daisy and Julian's perspective so much. Like, the way I am craving it at this point, I'm like begging for it, Jessa. But anyways, I am on page 358, chapter 45. So I'm about halfway in, 50%. So I think it's appropriate to give you guys a reading update. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there were parts of this book in like the past couple of, not the past few chapters, because the past few chapters I was getting back into it, but there was a point before those chapters where I was like, listen, we can wrap this up. I don't want to say that there are scenes or moments in this book that I think are unnecessary or that I think need to be cut, because I feel like as I'm reading it, I'm like, oh my gosh, why do we have to have this scene? Like, I feel like we are just having the same conversation kind of regurgitated. I just feel like it's going to, I'm gonna get to the end and I'm gonna be like, okay, I see why this was important, or I see why this was there. But in the moment as I'm reading it, it's kind of just like, do I need to read this scene with this person even though we just had a similar scene like this a couple of chapters ago? Not really. Jessa's writing, the metaphors that she incorporates in the story when the characters are speaking about their relationship with each other or their friends friends or their family or anybody, even themselves, like the relationship they have with themselves. I just think the way that she creates these metaphors is just perfection. And I feel like it makes the book so much more emotional, and it makes the book so much more impactful, and the scenes more impactful. And I just really love that about her as a writer. I just read another metaphor that BJ had about Magnolia and who she was to him, and after such a beautiful moment that they shared together, and it just really solidified further their relationship, and the fact that there is nobody else in the planet for BJ other than Magnolia, and there is nobody else in the planet for Magnolia other than BJ. No matter who we want. Actually, I don't know if I want that situation to have happen, but no matter who comes into their lives, there is nobody better for them than each other. I really can't wait to see where their story ends, but I think I'm just more excited now to see the stories of the other characters. We have glimpses of like Christian and stuff like that. Y'all know I love me Christian. I love me some Christian. But I don't know, he's just not as centered in this book as previous books, which makes sense given the role he had in previous Magnolia books. I feel like I'm just missing him a little bit more. I will say we do have more Jonah in this book as a character, which is interesting because I felt like before I was like, I'm not really messing with Jonah. I don't really know too much about him. And I feel like now we are getting a little bit more about him, especially because we don't ever get his perspective on things. So that's really awesome. One last thing, Magnolia's dad can actually rot. I don't know what's wrong with that man. I don't know what's wrong with her mom either. God bless Magnolia. That's my update for now. I will update you guys later on when something else crazy happens, or I'm about to lose it, or when I'm closer to the end of the book. But we are making way. The men are fighting. The men are fighting. We've been waiting for this. The drama. Thank you, Jessa. Thank you, Jessa. Thank you. I apologize for the way that I look. I am on page 571, and we are probably at one of the most intense scenes in this entire book. I know I have been saying this already so much in this video, but the way I need Daisy and Julian's and Christian's book, I need it now. Because what is going on? Like, Julian! I feel like we've made so much progress with Magnolia and BJ, but seeing these other three characters, we don't know what's going on. We don't know anything, but we're seeing everything through Magnolia and BJ's eyes regarding these three characters, that it's like, bro, what happened? The fact that we're getting 2 more Daisy books, why does Daisy need more books? Jessa, why? I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I don't want to read this anymore. How many loves do you get in a lifetime? I don't know. Only Magnolia. I can't do this. I can't. 683 is the page that I'm on, and I can barely make it to the end of this book. I can't. Jessa, why? Why are you so good? This is not how I wanted to show up, but here we are. The metaphors, the metaphors. I don't know how he's keeping it together because I'm falling apart. Whatever the fuck you need, Parks. I genuinely think that was one of the most beautiful chapters. I mean, this book is full of beautiful chapters, but that was easily one of the most beautiful chapters I've ever read. I'm not done. I have, I think, another chapter or 2 left. I need a second to collect myself because that was just gorgeous. Jessa Hastings, the woman that you are, the writer that you are, the poet that you are, who the fuck is Shakespeare? Like, let's be so serious. You are an incredible woman. Your words hit different
They puncture your heart. They grip your heart. They make you feel things that are so deep within you that only you and your writing can pull out. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for that. I'm gonna finish reading. Maybe I'll be back. But if you guys don't see me, you'll see me tomorrow when I'm not like this. What's there to say? It has been 24 hours, a little over 24 hours. I've had enough time to collect myself, to collect my thoughts. I started editing this vlog, and we have been through such a journey with this book and Magnolia and BJ and the box set and everybody that is a part of the story, and to see the conclusion of Magnolia and BJ's story be what it was, I'm just so happy, and I wouldn't have asked for a different ending. I think throughout reading the series, I've had moments where I've been like, oh my gosh, maybe I wish they would have done this differently, or I wish he didn't do this or she didn't do this. But honestly, everything that they did led us to this book, and led us to the moments in this book, and led us to the end of this book. And I wouldn't have changed that. I wouldn't have changed anything they did necessarily, because we wouldn't have had this story. And I think this story is so important and so amazing and so beautiful and so heartbreaking and emotional and real and raw and honest, and all the amazing things that I can say about it that I've already said about it throughout this vlog. I also realized how expressive I am, because usually when I vlog, I don't go watch it back until I'm ready to edit, but I started editing this before I finished filming the video, and I'm a very expressive person. I really don't have much to say, honestly. I feel like I've said everything that I needed to say. I just want to wrap this video up for you guys. I have never given a book in the Magnolia Parks universe other than The Great Undoing 5 stars, and this is easily a 5-star read for me. The length, while it's lengthy, I do think it is necessary. When you get those moments, you realize why we had all the other moments before, and it makes the impact of that moment just more impactful. I love this book so much. Thank you so much, Jessa Hastings, for writing such an incredible series, such an incredible story. The only thing I have to say to you, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. When you're done writing it, I'll send you an email, because I need it. I need it bad. Magnolia and BJ, you two are forever scored on my heart. So grateful that I was able to read your story. That's it for today's reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've read Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, please let me know your thoughts down below. Keep it spoiler free, but if you do want to include spoilers, just let people know that you're including spoilers, because I need to talk about this book with somebody. And who better to talk about this book than with you guys? So let's talk about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. It was definitely fun, but I will see you guys in my next video very soon. I will be filming a summer reading vlog actually next week, so definitely expect another reading vlog shortly. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!